Hello, Dangerlings. How you doing? Excuse my very sexy voice. I have a cold at the moment. April is back on the show. She's going to be with us for a few episodes, and it occurred to me that some people might be new to us, and you might not have heard some of April's wonderful appearances on our show before. So I thought I'd give you a little heads up. If you go back to episode 51, way back in 2019, episode 51 of The Danger Club, then you can hear April's first appearance on the show. She does a run with us, lasts about 6-7 episodes, something like that. It's a whole run of episodes set in Care Marga with the Danger Club, where Big Mike helped them to pull off a massive heist that ended up starting the whole Shards saga that we're running at the moment. So if you've not heard those episodes, go right back and give them a little listen, because you'll really, really enjoy them. Right, let's dive into some brand new content with April and with the Danger Club. Here we go. Previously on the Danger Club podcast. I would appreciate if you would come to the meeting later on.
Hey, schmucks. I thought I recognized you.
Big Mike!
I gotta get out of the city, and you're in my way. Plus, you're working for the council.
No one in Galarian understands the concepts of freelancers.
You don't care about the people either.
I don't care about you.
Gotta keep my voice down a little bit, because I know who's listening after you shot the ceiling!
I'll go in as a servant.
But you gotta promise not to kill anyone.
Promise.
The adventure continues now.
Sorry, say that again. You've done.
You're claiming that you've done every song possible with any word.
Yeah, give us a word.
We've done every song.
Give us a word.
We've done every song.
Okay. Children.
Dun, dun, dun.
Children, children, watch how they run.
Oh,
children.
God.
Sam Davis Jr. There we go.
Running from Folton.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Hey.
I was going to carry on. We were going to do some more words.
Well, this week,
word association songs.
We could do that. I just thought I'd do the intro so we can have the backing music over us singing, so it's even more discordant than it otherwise would be.
Yeah. Discordant, but well vitamined. Do you guys want some apples?
Oh my God, you've just been trying to feed us vitamins throughout this whole...
Yeah,
It's been a long winter, guys.
I'll have an apple, not for right now.
These are organic apples.
Organic?
Yeah.
How do you like that?
As opposed to...
Yes, mechanized apples, Ross.
What do you mean
what I normally,
mechanized?
as in synthetic robot. The Tyrell Corporation made the other apples. These ones are grown from the ground. They're very rare in the future.
From the ground?
Yeah, from the ground.
Ground
up.
Ground
apple.
The other
I like them ground apples.
The other apples are cybernetic and grown in vats.
Should we make this the permanent lineup?
Yeah, we don't need James, definitely. He can take his sideburns.
I'm joking, of course.
April looked mortified then, as if to say, "What have I done?" As I know you just.
No, that was a look of I phased out for a second, and I've come back, and Scott's just intensely staring at me. Is this a thing now?
It's the thing we found out we both disassociate quite a lot. So sometimes we'll be like, "Oh, what did I? What? How? What? No,
Yeah.
no, we're good, fine."
Lots of white noise. Everyone looks at me. Can I say something?
No, what happened is you had a casual invoice.
Oh, enjoy.
You had a casual invite, mate. Oh, casual invite. Casual invite to join the Danger Club. Don't answer now. Don't say yes or no now. We don't want to know now.
Invoices.
Don't.
Unless the answer is yes, in which case say that now. If the answer is no, think about it.
No.
See if I survive this.
Yeah.
So you don't want these apples?
No, okay. I'm good.
All right,
Thank you.
I feel like it's a trap. I feel like you want us to crunch apples into the
I don't
microphone, and then
think
Colin
anyone
will
wants
come
to hear
flying
this.
across the table at one of us.
Yeah. Just
I need them now.
appling the
That
mic.
would be
Dangerlings,
sick.
anyone want us to send you some Scott's apples?
Yeah.
Yeah, they might be really rotten by the time you get them, because this episode doesn't come out for another
I
2
would
weeks.
I'd really like to see how quiet you could take a bite of
Yeah,
that.
go on.
I'd
wow.
be just... Or
There's a
AS-
challenge.
ASMR.
I would love to take you up on that challenge. I've already had an apple today. I had it with my porridge.
So what? You can't.
You can't have two apples.
You can't have two apples in a day.
You can keep 2 doctors away. It's fine.
You'll have so many poos if you have 2 apples in a day.
Won't?
Yeah,
What?
because apples,
Direct correlation.
yeah, because apples they combine with certain enzymes in your digestive system to make pectin. Pectin is a kind of gel, and it's known as the intestinal broom. So if you ever can't go for a shit, which I know Ross doesn't have a problem with, then have an apple because it will clean you right out. Which is why they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
What,
Also-
because you're
Shit.
shitting yourself. So the doctor-
Because you don't stay constipated, which can lead to like serious
Constipated?
Constipated. What is wrong with everyone today?
Apples keep you up as well. They keep you awake. We've done that. We've said this before.
Didn't know what
Way
you meant
back
there,
when.
then.
Better than
What
a Red
context,
Bull.
though?
They've got like a natural caffeine.
Okay, give me a song about apples.
Scary nose.
Out the old
Is it
avenue.
a real song, or do you just make up songs?
Nah,
These are all
Gotta
real
love
songs.
organic apples. They'll keep you up all night. But don't tell April Hughes, cause she'll start a fight.
Wow, I actually really like that. It's genuinely impressed.
I went with
Musical
Taylor
and
Swift
accurate.
just for you because I know my audience, April.
Yeah. Any other songs about apples?
I love that Colin always rounds off these conversations with, yeah, so...
Oh, great. Make me aware of something I do. That's not going to be. That's not going to be bad for my anxiety or anything, is it? It's not going to play on my mental health all the way through the recording of this episode. You staring at me next to me? Fuck
You're welcome.
You've thrown us into chaos.
All my
April.
insecurities are out there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insecurity.
It's creeping up on me.
What's that noise? Sounds like a cricket.
Oh, that was a little gag.
Does that give you the tingles, 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 tingles?
Can't hear it, can you?
Yes, I can.
yeah.
Yes, I
I
can.
think again, I'm impressed.
Not only
It
could I
was
not
pretty
hear
good, though.
it.
It was pretty good. Like, yeah. You're going to
didn't
leave that to
enjoy
go
the
brown now.
songs.
You're going to have to eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going
Yeah.
to go brown.
I
Yeah.
don't think. Are we really
Oh,
starting?
Pop
Yeah,
as
it took
well.
half of it like a horse.
Hang on, we need to whisper while we're doing this. Like, welcome to eating an apple
You're not whispering.
with Scott.
Yeah, that's whispering.
Welcome to eating an apple with Scott.
Why are you doing an American accent? You just sound like you're on NPR.
ASMR. They're all American. I love sitting here eating apples.
I'm going to give you
It's all ASMR American.
dice sounds.
I'm going to give you drinking coffee.
Oh God!
This is eating some M&Ms with peanuts. You can hear the bag. Here's a couple. I'll put those in my mouth. Just crunch them.
That was a great crunch.
That's a lot of money. You guys could make a lot of money for that.
Yeah.
Come here, yeah.
You know what happens is we spent ages telling James off for always eating during records, and now we've made it into the podcast. Now we've made the podcast.
Yeah, but it's good because he's never going to listen to this episode, so he won't know that we never did it.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Oh, we love you, James.
How do you like them apples?
Hey! Oh, well, you have walked up the apples and pears up to the meeting hall where there is a council meeting of the lords and ladies, the masters of Onepian. You've been invited to this grand council meeting, having met up with Mikey in a room where things went crunchingly. You had a
For fuck's sake.
We should never eat on the podcast. We made this rule way back. It's fine. It's fine.
I know it is M&M boy.
M&M. You better lose yourself.
You had a meeting with Mikey. It went about as well as this intro. Things went pretty chaotic pretty quickly. Someone in the room upstairs died. Tequila came by, failed to make any headway on her nefarious plan, and headed back to her room.
I thought Bubba handled that quite well, actually.
April
You
said
know?
that in the break that she was trying to look at her character sheet, see what she could tie her up with.
Yeah.
She was going, no, I can't shoot her.
Imagine.
I was frantically looking at some way of like detaining her without her. I was hoping for like some sort of like cyanide or
Cyanide?
Yeah, is that the one that
I think you mean chloroform.
I mean chloroform. What does cyanide?
Cyanide's like cyanide's a poison, isn't it?
Oopsie.
Yeah, that's what you have, like a suicide pill.
Yeah,
There's a bit of
Wanna live
cyanide in
yourself.
apple seed, actually.
Oh god. Oh yeah.
There is, yeah. It's a minor trace, isn't it?
All roads lead
Carry on.
back to apples.
What is it? How do I round this off?
What do you have in your character sheet, April?
Oh, right. then.
Do you want to know what I have in my character sheet?
Not everything. Keep some secrets from us. But is there any? You haven't got
Well,
any
I
cyanide.
still have I still have my costume box, don't I, Darren? Yeah, so that's probably my
Still a
favorite
master
thing.
of disguise.
Hi, this is Mikey. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm unboxing my costumes. So yeah, that's one of my things I enjoyed last time.
Are they like
was good.
Smithy's costumes?
Yeah,
or are they
100%.
like... Yeah.
They're so shiny, all of them, and they're
plastic.
also completely useless. There's like a cloud in there. There's all of the kind of seasonal ones,
Sunshine.
Which are?
which are
the seasonal ones we observe in Galarian, Ross.
exactly
which
the
is-
rain gods. Which is just a sequence, and then there's the sun god, which is also sequence. Same costume, I just smile more.
like a reverse. And you can't question it because she's got a gun. So
Yeah,
if
yeah,
she
yeah.
says she's
Two guns.
A gun that kind
Yeah.
of talks for itself. Yeah, cricket.
Is the gun actually sentient?
No, but the gun
What?
the gun is a dragon, a tiny dragon that's smiling manically and has glitter all over it.
It's an actual
and
tiny dragon.
It does talk to her. No, I think it just looks like a dragon. Right,
Oh,
Darren?
right.
So the dual, the two-handed one, the hopper, I think it was called, the bigger gun. That one is made from the glands of a dragon. It's a beast gun. If you've read Guns and Gears, everyone, so it is made from a dragon.
Nice.
So
Nice.
it isn't literally a living dragon, but you can certainly have made it look as glittery and pink and dragon-like as you wish.
Yeah, they definitely like have the heads of dragons, but not the actual. She's like molded them in. So she spent a long time. What was the city called?
Called Alkenstar, the
Alkenstar, which
city
are
of gunsmiths. Yeah.
So she went down there because the gun that she was gifted by, I think it was Folton, for her birthday.
Did you give her a gun? Who gave this
Yeah.
teenager a gun?
Someone gave-
you guys
You
gave
guys
her
gave me a gun.
Yeah, you guys gave her Pine's gun.
That's right.
At the end of the gun
Yeah.
battle.
I was one because the only other character we've encountered that has a gun is Pines, and I
Yeah.
was like,
No,
there must be a link there.
You
somewhere.
carried it for a bit to try and figure out what to do, and then during the heist, I think during peak hijinks, somebody just went, "Do you want a gun?" Just gave.
So yeah, I went to the city that was made, or just
Yeah.
like the guns.
Yeah, it was a city where
to
guns
learn.
come from in Galarian to kind of learn more about it, and you honed your craft there.
Yeah, and just made a bunch of fun weapons to go and cause mass destruction.
Nice.
So the beast gun that's made from bits of dragon.
Hopper.
Do you have to squeeze a gland to fire it or something? Do you have to pull
No,
a
there's a
synapse
trigger,
back?
but what comes out of it is the venom.
Yeah, it's like dragon. It is like dragon fire. It like
dragon
spits
fire.
dragon.
Neon pink.
Neon pink dragon fire.
so it's like a Nerf gun.
It is a Nerf. It's
It's
essentially
a Nerf
gun.
water pistol. Cool.
I brought a Nerf gun to a LARP once, and I painted it up in like all kind of steampunky colours and stuff, and like tried to do it up to make it look like, and it was powered by swamp gas and all this kind of thing. And I got to the end of it, and the guy's like, "I'm not giving you any XP for this. I just nah, don't bring a gun. Stupid."
Don't bring a gun.
I was like, wow. And I was like 15. I was like, oh, thanks, grown adult.
Wow, that's where Dan became the breaker of all games.
Yeah, I was going to
from
steal
that.
this. Yeah.
That's your beginning story.
Dan was like, I will ruin every game.
ever play.
Go home and do horrible things to the Sims.
Didn't we all?
Yeah.
Brick them up in a wall, make a gnome. I made a gnome workshop once in the Sims. That was a fun thing to do.
yeah.
What did you do to them? What happened to them?
Kids love making gnomes in the Sims, and you can sell the gnomes for money. So if you can have enough children,
You became Santa Claus.
You can put them all in a like a big shed in the back garden with loads of gnome stations. They'll just make gnomes. You occasionally give them a bit of food because kids can't die in it as well.
Yeah,
because it won't let kids die because that's horrific.
Sure.
So you can just they can just make gnomes for you
with the air of someone who has tried.
You can't make kids die.
He tried to break that game. He tried to break it.
Yeah.
It's not a monstrous game. It's they have a happy life making gnomes. While I make bank. Speaking of terrible people, the rulers of the city have invited you up to their council meeting, and I think it's fair to say that your plan is not fully formed as to what you're going to do when you get in this room.
We definitely had a plan, but then the murder sprite turned up and was really convincing about getting us to kill people, and we've sort of acquiesced. It happens quite fast.
The political horse trading on how many people we were allowed to kill before the plan went completely to hell.
Yeah.
So should we dive back into this and see how this goes then? Let's quickly dive over to April. How is Big Mike going to get into this meeting? What's the plan? Are you going in with the club, or have you got another way in?
No, I've got another way in.
What's the plan?
Well, Big Mike's been undercover there for a couple of weeks, so she knows the lay of the land. She's got some friends on the inside, so she's going to go round to the servants' quarters and convince them to let her on the team to help with the serving of the councilmen and women.
I like the sound of that. Okay, so you make your way around to the servants' quarters. And there are a bunch of servants around working on different things. You can see the regular servant who deals with all of the who normally does all of the master alchemist's personal servant, whose name is
Assistant.
No, assistant is his assistant. It's not his servant.
Ah, wow! This city's rich.
This guy, 2 servants.
Wow.
What's he going to do with all of this? So this servant is called... let's go to the... We've been really rinsing the Patreon NPC list recently. Daisy, if you are at the £10 and up tier on Patreon, throw us some more names, because we've got to throw a few of these in, and they can't all be Ravushka and Nikolai's, because they're weird.
Send more.
Send more weird ones. The servant who normally deals with it, and you can see him putting on his best clothes and about to head up at the second. This servant's name comes from our dear buddy Focus. Thank you, Asha. His name is Greg Van Meethoover II.
Nice.
Hang on a minute. We've met.
Wait, we already met him, haven't we?
Not the second.
You met Greg Van Meethoover the first. In Kibwe, he was a man who disguised himself as a leopard in order to rob people.
That's correct. That's the one that Karagor stole the leopard thing from.
Yep.
Just before I was beaten up by a cat.
Yeah.
Ironically.
This is Greg Van Meethoover II, his son, who works in a different country as a servant in a palace.
Of course he does.
Yeah,
it happens.
He's also dressed as a leopard. It's a family trait. And he's currently putting on all of
Do they look very similar facially?
They do, but Mikey's never met Greg Van Meethoover the first. But yes, he does look. He looks quite similar. He's got he's a very stocky looking, tall guy. Except his hair is very neatly done because he's a servant in a fancy house. So he's got a very neat quiff, and he's wearing a leopard suit over which he's wearing a long sparkling robe, and he's currently just stacking up a tray with lots of little glass pots full of an orange jelly, and he's just stacking a load of little ones on there. He turns as you come in.
Hey, Hoover.
Do you have a suit? Do you have a code name you've been going by while you're here?
Padma.
Padma?
Why are you looking at me? I didn't say it.
Padma.
Padma it is.
Padma.
Padma!
Hey, are the heroes in there?
They're upstairs, yes. I was just about to take them.
I just gotta meet him. I just got to. I'll give you a gold piece to swap.
Oh, Padma, this is a really important job.
I hold the gold piece and I just look up like Puss in Boots.
I could never say no to you, Padma. After that side thing we went on where we saved that. What animals did we save?
The penguins.
We saved those penguins from that peril that they were in.
Okay, well,
And I'll never forget that. And I've got a lifetime membership to the zoo for it. So
after we took down the zoo and freed all the animals.
We did. I really feel like
bad guys.
I really feel like I let them down. They gave me that lifetime membership, and then we just took the whole zoo down.
We did. We burned it to the ground.
Wow, you're real persuasive. I'll be honest.
Good times,
I spent a lot of time trying to clear my name after all the things that we went through. Well, I guess I can't. I guess I can't say no to you for that.
She flicks the gold coin at him.
He catches the gold coin and he hands you the tray of jellies. He's like, just don't make a mess, okay? I mean, it's not like you're gonna kill anybody or anything, are you?
Oh, Hoover, you old tyke.
Oh, Padma. you head up. Greg's like, such a good kid. I hope I come back into the story again sometime. That was a real short cameo for me. So you head up the stairs. Bubba, Karagor, and Folton, you enter the meeting room, and sure enough, you see Mikey standing at the back of the room, or just entering the room through the servant's door, holding a tray with a load of little orange jellies on it. Sat around the table are the various council members.
We can't see Meat Hoover.
No, that all happened downstairs
in
the
separate servants' bit.
We have no idea about me.
Fucking God, I want him in a leopard outfit.
Hello there, council member.
Hello! It is the sorry,
heroes
we are the
of
heroes
of Nepian.
Cube Donuts.
It's like recording on Zoom again.
So I didn't realise you were going to speak then.
No, I didn't realise you were going to speak.
I didn't know you was...
Hello!
This fucking blight.
Yes, heroes. Thank you for coming.
It's all right.
Please have a seat.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
They gestures to some seats at the table.
Bubba goes to sit in the same one that Folton is. Sorry.
Oh.
I'll sit in this one. It's fine.
Okay.
All right.
Karagor kicks the other one out from underneath him.
From underneath Bubba?
Who?
Fulton.
From Folton. You kick the table out. Full, make a reflex save.
No, I'll just fall over.
Pratt falls on the floor. Fulton Bottlebrook goes, aye, lad. Pick yourself up off the ground.
Sorry.
You're going to take that.
No.
Big Mike is just looking incredible at what's happening.
A tiny elephant next to the Master Alchemist, assistant, as you know, who led you in. Mikey gestures to you, nods to you, and then nods to the table as if he's gesturing for you to do something. What do you want to do?
I start handing out the jellies.
Okay, you go around.
Sorry, was I really far away from the mic? I start handing out the jellies.
Mikey comes around the table and places a little glass pot with some orange jelly in it in front of everyone.
What is this?
Oh.
It's
Stop looking at me! I can't help you!
orange pig brain candy.
Why did you do a different voice?
It's got an accent.
And then
Mate's got the voice.
Yeah. Pig brain candy.
Orange pig brain.
The monster's favourite.
Classic Padma.
Great, thank you. Thank you, lovely.
Thank you.
Lovely,
Have you ever had this before, Folton?
No.
Oh, have you ever heard it before, Karagor?
No, but I see there's a tray of 8 and there's 3 of us.
No, they've given them to everyone around the table.
Oh.
I'm going around.
Is this like the starter or...
they're kind of. You look at the Master Alchemist is kind of talking to your father-in-law quietly about something else.
Excuse me.
I think you tried to deflect Ross when he had a question. So good luck on the double down here.
Big Mike is currently handing out the pig brain candy in between the master and who's Karagor's father-in-law.
Folton.
Dwarf called Folton Lord Bottlebrook.
She just kind of slowly puts the candy down in between them, really, really labouring to not do anything with her hand, staring at you three.
Bubba waves.
She twitches.
Karagor slaps Bubba's hand down.
What?
Why are you waving at? Why are you waving at the staff? That could be seen as condescending.
They were looking at us.
Lord Bottlebrook,
I thought they needed a signal.
seeing as I'm your stepson, son-in-law, I would love to be privy to this conversation.
Aye. Oh, that's very good of you, lad. Seems you've got some. Glad you're starting to get interested in the business.
Aye.
We were discussing the price of fertilizer. We were wondering whether the taxation on fertilizer brought from the waste from the outside should be reduced by 13% or only by 12.5%. What do you think on that?
Oh, well, I think we should increase it. Sorry, I mean, decrease. Yeah, 13 sounds. Well, maybe we could even go as low as 14%.
That's not lower than 13 or 12.5.
Huh?
14 is higher than those numbers that you just said.
Huh?
Your son-in-law makes a good point, says the Master Alchemist. We shall increase import duties on fertilizer to 14%.
All it takes for evil men to prosper is for Folton to start saying stuff. That is to say.
My growls.
Your father-in-law just daggers at you.
Sorry. No, I meant 11%. Go on. Go on. 11%.
The table is just staring at Fulton, a little surprised. Let's quickly run through who is at this table, just so
Sure, yeah.
you've got the Master Alchemist, who is a human man dressed in all kinds of finery with glittering crystals and things all over his robes. He has got his little assistant next to him, which is a tiny elephant with little bejeweled tusks. Sat next to him is Folton Bottlebrook, who is an elderly dwarf with a white beard. He's Fulton's prospective father-in-law. Then we have going around the table, Folton, then Bubba, then Karagor. Then we have Paula Rambunctious, who is a kobold with glowing rings and things in her horns. Not like magical, but like jewelry in her horns. She's wearing a dress. And then we have Mr. and Mrs. Deadly Game. And then you have Farl, son of Pesh. Mr. and Mrs. Deadly Game are leshies, so they are plant people, long and slender and almost identical. And Farl, son of Pesh, is a big fat human man wearing robes that already have crumbs down them.
Mr. Bottlebrook, when should we raise the thing that we need to have you-know-who removed as head of the council?
What did you say?
You-know-who removed as head of the council.
I don't. Karagor looks wildly at Bubba. Is that part of the plan?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was part of the plan anymore.
Oh.
Or if it was ever part of the plan.
Ever.
What are you doing?
What?
Are you making up your own plan?
No, that was the...
What are you talking about over there?
Nothing.
Football. What are you two talking about?
Also football.
Right, yeah, well, it's good, isn't it?
When do we
never liked
start
football.
talking about the current things that we need to talk about?
Yes. You make an excellent point, Master.
Yes, I do. Do I?
Things have gone on for too long. We are very grateful to have such wise and noble heroes as you at our council table.
Yes.
Tell us, you had some time to explore our fine city for a little while. What improvements do you see as needing to be made within our little city?
Karagor.
Out of character. Oh, gone. Sorry, in character. Gone.
Karagor, now's your chance.
Cool. Out of character. Is this like the moment we're waiting for to like say
About
we
the
think
houses.
we should do the houses because we planted all the seeds successfully last night at the banquet?
Yeah.
And this is the
So
fruition
everyone
of that.
agrees with us, right?
Great.
Well, we're going to find out if they agree with us or if they were all.
Yeah.
Backstabbing, murderous
Motherfuckers.
people, and that's why Dan's got his laptop out because it's going to turn into a combat.
I just bring it every record now. 'Cause I don't want to fake you guys out anymore. I lug this fucking thing here all the time, just in case.
Yeah.
Also, April's here, so at any point it could become a fight.
True. We've seen that. Okay, cool. Okay, so I guess we are doing that. Okay. Yeah, Bubba, you're the talky person, so.
Lords and lords from Anepian.
And
Hello?
ladies.
Have I got their attention?
Yeah, I mean, you never didn't. Like, you're at the table.
Look at me! Everyone,
Look at him.
look at me! Now, I may just be a simple Tengu with a beautiful face and a sexy body,
Why you...
but I have had a vision, and that vision is selling your property. I thank you.
What? More.
More?
Yeah.
What are you saying, Baba? Says Paula.
Well, Paula, I think that maybe there's a lot of people in your city that need places to live. So maybe we should let the people go and be part of that and live in houses and be happy and have a nice time where they can all just relax as a family together. Is that enough?
Were you just filling out the essay by putting
1,000 words.
And it
Exactly.
is.
Exactly. That's what Bubba's doing right now.
Get the word count up there.
Don't you think that this is the right way to be? Everyone socially together in a nice... I mean, I come from a place where people have houses, right? And if you want the snake to live... If you want a snake to live,
Karagor's like trying to draft up a new campaign speech.
then you shouldn't cut off the head because then the tail is part of the snake.
That's not what you said.
No, I know, because I'm trying to make a different point. Bubba's actually trying to be very clever here.
He only
right?
knows snake metaphors.
The other snake metaphor was like if you cut off the head
Yeah,
of the snake.
I know,
So now
yeah.
he's saying if you don't cut off the head of the snake, then the snake is whole.
I'm just worried about how in close proximity to Big Mike you said cutting off the head of the snake, because I'm pretty sure she's got a
Twitchy.
bomb in someone's little jelly
Yeah,
shop.
right. Do you know what I mean?
Here.
Yeah.
And then he sits down and winks, just to no one in particular. Picks up a goblet of wine.
And remember, if you can't sell, you might as well.
And if you can't pay, we'll take it away.
No, that's the opposite sentiment of what I was saying.
Yeah.
Whose side are you on?
You just hear tiny cracking in
Yeah.
the back of the room.
Oh, you did that on cue as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was really good.
Powerful.
Professional.
Done that before.
Professional
we need to up our game.
From Knucklecracker Hughes.
You make an interesting point, Master Baba.
Just Bubba is fine. But yeah,
Yeah, I see.
I don't need a title. If you want to call me Sexy Bubba, just Bubba's fine.
He is quite sexy.
Oh, not again.
Says one of the plant people.
It's happening again, Folton.
What?
Oh, nothing.
So you believe that? What are you saying? I should do with all of my lands, all of my holdings? Then
Put them up for sale.
The city needs some money after its devastation and stuff. You could have access to that money if you sold some of the properties off. A windfall in the short to medium term.
From out of the cracks of pavements, snakes will grow.
What the fuck are you on about?
Yes, snakes.
Snakes.
Interesting. What say
The people are, they're angry. They need homes. And what better way than not causing civil unrest than to give them homes by putting them on sale so they can buy your property.
And citizenship is a buy-in. If they have property, they'll feel more part of the city and more invested in it and more willing to do things for it, however hard those things may be. And then Karagor winks at the deadly games.
Fuck the people, says File, son of Pest. What good
Bubba's
were they when I was getting robbed, huh? Send in the landlords, that'll keep them in order. Shouldn't care about what any of them think.
You send in the landlords and it's just going to cause even more problems for you.
This is your problem, Boram. You get into real estate.
It's your problem as well.
Do you live in the city?
I live in the still. I wouldn't live with those scum out there outside of the dome.
Big Mike slowly starts to make her way over, tray in hand.
And in full sight of Big Mike, Karagor's like, well, before anything bad befalls that line of thinking, and then jerks his head and tries to eyebrow dance at Big Mike. Okay, all right, it's happening. If you forgive me, sir, if you don't live in the city, then this conversation is redundant as far as you're concerned. But the question is raised by sorry, sir, I forget your name. Sending the landlords is going to be a solution that will be costly and will raise hostility against you, whereas selling the property will cause no hostility towards you and you will gain money in the short to medium term. One of these is cost effective and one of them is not.
Yeah.
Interesting point. Perhaps there is something to be gained by that. Immediate revenue would be useful. But it's a case of whom we will be selling it to.
The highest bidder.
And I assume that will be your father-in-law, would it then, Master Dwarf? Bottlebrook's like, I've got money. Never thought about getting into property myself, but it depends what price you're thinking of setting it at. At that point, the servant's door opens, and a man in a leopard costume, with some robes over the top of it, comes in, walks into the room.
Wow, that looks like that fella.
It looks like that geezer, doesn't it? Yeah. Do you remember?
Really similar looking.
Sorry, Padma. You forgot. You forgot to come back for the drinks.
Hoover, thank you for... got my accent. Yes, thank you for that. I will make haste and get the drinks. I will be 5 minutes and then back with the drinks. She does a horrible wink to no one in particular.
Karagor looks around the other two. What? Do we have to do something in 5 minutes?
Oh shit, is she going to kill someone in 5 minutes?
There isn't any plan to do here. We're just listening.
Keep talking to them too. Bubba messages Mikey out of the room. Mikey, are you going to poison the drinks?
Can I talk back?
You can answer back, yeah.
I'm going to get the drinks, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to unload this dragon on every single person in this room if you do not sort your shit out.
I relayed that.
Mikey.
I relayed that to them too. Best, Mikey.
She's never been in a meeting before. We've been in here 6 minutes.
She's gonna fucking kill everyone if we don't do it.
All right, well, listen. Put your hands up by way of voting if we should put these properties on sale.
Yep, let's chivvy it along, folks. There's no time like the present.
Yeah,
we
Money's
need
not
an
gonna make
answer
itself, is it?
now. Yeah.
The people need an answer.
And if you can't sell, you might as well.
Can't pay. It's a snake.
Are you a snake or a sheep?
The Folton Bottlebrook says, "Aye, we should vote on that right after we've dealt with the main point of business here tonight, shouldn't we?"
Here we go.
Paula says, "Yes. As we were saying before the others arrived, we've been aware for some time of an infiltrator within the palace. It's a wonder that no harm has come up to him as well. No harm's come to him.
Well, she's dead. Never mind. Council adjourned.
Paula Renbach just has a stroke. Collapse. It's a wonder that nothing has gone wrong so far, but we've kept him pretty close. Thankfully, the Grand Inquisitor has been watching the wardrobe near the door twitches ever so slightly. We have been keeping a close eye on what has been going on. It's a good thing that we have good agents working for us. Isn't it, Greg Van Meet Hoover the Second? That's right. I am getting a bigger role in the episode. Greg Van Meet Hoover. I knew there was something strange about that girl the moment she blew up that petting zoo. I knew she shouldn't be trusted. The Master Alchemist says, "Yes. We are quite aware that someone has been infiltrating the palace, and we believe that they may have information linked to how to get hold of the resistance group that is working within this city. So, I return to our new heroes. How do you think we should deal with a traitor in our own midst?"
If we could just sell the properties first, that'd be great.
Just really want to move forward with this motion. I feel like it would benefit the council and the people. If we
yeah,
just
right.
Then we
wrapped
can
it up, you know.
One thing at a time. One thing at a
I feel
time.
like we're diversifying multiple threads here, and it's really hard to keep track of. We like to close one quest before we start another one. That's what we're trying to do these days.
They kind of look at you. The Folton Bottle goes, "Why are you so eager to get this one thing sorted, lad?
2 minutes and counting.
We've just told you that there's a traitor here, and
I've dealt with traitors my entire life.
And we've only just been let into the council. We don't really know your council very well. So.
Aye.
And I tell you what, we can sort your problem out if you sell your properties.
We don't know your city that well. We could have traitors all the time. Could be like a normal thing.
an interesting point. Give me a diplomacy check. I will take diplomacy checks from... all three of you. Let's see collectively how good your...
That's 3 more times to
15.
fail.
A 15 for Bubs.
18 for Folton.
18 for Folton.
28.
A 28 for Karagor.
Come on, that's got to be enough.
1 out of 3, really.
Well, you never know.
It would be a shame to... disrupt our business purely because of one small interruption. Very well. We shall hold the vote on whether or not to sell these properties, and then we shall deal with this problem in our own midst.
Yeah.
Great.
All in favour.
Aye.
The door opens and Mikey steps into the room. Mikey, how does Mikey enter the room?
She's got Hopper in hand.
Sick.
Says, "Hey, dirtbags! I want you to say hello to my not-so-little friend."
Oh my goodness, roll for initiative.
We're so close to doing
So
it
close.
this way. That's it now. Danger Club is just blood and gore from now on, okay?
Oh dear, so April,
We're
you're
back
going to be
to it.
adding your perception score to this.
My perception.
It'll be on your character sheet.
Got it.
I got a disgusting 20.
28 for Folton.
20, wait, out of
30.
a 30. 30 for Mikey. It's a good roll for Mikey.
Shit.
Karagor?
Do you think I could be using my athletics to
I don't feel...
internalize the various screams I have about? If not, then no, 23. Sorry, 13.
A 30?
No, 23.
23. Thank goodness. Okay. Those aren't bad rolls. Okay. As Mikey walks in, gun in hand, the first person to act is one of the deadly games.
Of course it is. Trained master assassins, they are.
Yep.
April,
Two of them
trained
as well.
master assassins, just so you know.
I'm here for one day. I don't care.
Amazing. One of the deadly games, you can't tell them apart. One of the Aleshis stands and goes, "Come, my love, it is time to be going." Turns, runs, bounds off the table, leaps over Folton Bottlebrook's head, lands on the other side, and then just hurls itself through a glass window in the wall. Just smashes and just plunges out of sight through.
One
the
of them
window.
or both of them?
One of them does.
Oh, cool. So one's dead.
Whatever they do with their other action, you don't know. The next person to act, I'm sorry to say for everyone else in the room who does not like chaos, is Mikey.
Okay.
How's it going down?
So they're definitely going to take out the assassins, as I've been so told about.
Have we? Is there guards in the room?
There are 2 guards in the room.
So I've got three actions, correct?
You've got 3 actions. You are currently standing in the door. Sat around the table are is the Master Alchemist, his little elephant buddy, a fat man who is one of the nobles, one of the Leshy people, a kobold dressed in fine robes and jewellery, these 3 schmucks, and then Folton Bottlebrook, the elderly dwarf. What do you want to do?
I'm going to go for the other... Wait, really quickly say that again.
Okay. So, starting at the head of the table,
Yeah.
Master Alchemist Borum and his little elephant. Next to
Yes.
him, Fat Man, one of the merchants.
Yeah.
Next to him, Leafy Guy, one of the assassins,
Yeah.
the one who didn't jump through the window.
Yes.
Next to him, a empty chair where the other Leafy Guy was. Next
Yeah.
to him, next to the chair, a kobold woman wearing fine robes. Next to her, the 3 Danger Club members.
yeah.
And then around next to them, Folton Bottlebrook, elderly dwarf with a beard.
Okay, I'm going to go for Leafy Assassin Guy.
You go for Leafy Assassin Guy. What's the
Yeah. Will Hopper reach him?
Hopper will? Yes, you are in range with Hopper. Just going for a regular shot to start with, so you have an option with the Drake gun that you can overload it if you want to, the Drake rifle. So you can use all 3 of your actions to do a massive blast, which will hit multiple people.
And can I control that?
You can control it so it won't. If you're aiming at the leafy person, it wouldn't be in danger of hitting any of the Danger Club.
Okay, great. I don't want to hit the Master Guy, and I don't want to hit the Danger Club, and I don't want to hit the other Folton.
Okay, that's absolutely fine.
What about the fat man though? Can she get?
It would get the fat man. Yes.
Okay, fine.
He's a bit of a bad guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
They're all
a drug
guys. Okay, cool.
drug guy.
So what do I roll?
He's a
Okay,
drug
and it
guy.
does,
He's a drug guy.
It does splash damage.
Every time you keep calling him Hopper, I just think of David Harbour.
Yeah.
Stranger Things, yeah.
So you're rolling with your Drake rifle. It's a plus 19 on this one.
Okay, so 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 27.
A 20.
What's your to hit roll? Plus 16.
Plus 16.
27 is a
19.
hit. You blast the assassin in the back with a gun. Go ahead and roll your damage. Your damage is 2d10 plus 1d6 plus 3. Because it's got a boatload of runes on it. I have some d10s if you want some.
Yeah. 2d10.
Yeah, plus 1d6.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
No, that's a 10, not a 0.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
10 plus 9 plus 1 plus 3. So 13.
23.
23.
Well, that's 19. That's 20. So plus 3 is
Thank
23.
you. I do not do well at maths.
BAM! Mikey walks in the room and just blasts a ball of pink fire out of her gun that hits one of the deadly games in the back. Like they were both getting up ready to run. One of them goes, the other one gets hit with a blast of fire. The fire then just splashes out across both of them, setting fire to some of the table, hits some of the jellies. The jellies all go up in flames in their jars. Looks like they were quite flammable. Got these little burning candle jars.
Really?
You've now some of the fire also falls onto Paula and onto Fal, son of Pesh. They both take 2 points of fire damage. And they fall down to the sides, going ah!
Who's Paula again?
Paula Rambunctious. She is a kobold. She's the one who runs the nightlife.
That one. Okay, cool.
So we've got the two of them were sitting either side of the deadly games. They were kind of within range of. I know there was an empty chair between them, but she's close enough that she gets hit by it. Is the Sisterfant close enough? No, the Sisterfant is just out of range and doesn't get set on fire yet.
Mike blows on the end of Topper.
Oh, the next person to act is Folton Battlestone.
I say to Folton Battlebrook,
Bloody hell, lad, what's going on?
Get on the table! Get onto the table!
He does as he gets down, he hits the dirt, rolls under the
Jump
table.
on the table, run across the table, and twat my axe into the grand guy.
Grand guy.
Grand guy.
That's where we've got to. The grand guy.
The grand guy. Okay, that is a...
I bet he's not even there. I bet he's just like a potion reflected with
I'm going to make this a furious
potion.
focus as well.
Okay.
If I can.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. Roll.
38.
A 38. You run across the table and you bring your axe screaming down at his head, and it connects with what appears to be a wall of glass and just puts a crack right into it. And you look across and you can see a shimmering wall of glass across one half of the room. The Master Alchemist looks up at you from the other side of it and goes, "As I suspected, it seems like we found all of the traitors within here. Landlords!" And a door, but the door behind bangs open, and an enormous glass golem is standing in the doorway behind. The golem has its go next. The glass golem.
Wait, do you use 3 actions?
One to run over there.
One, and then furious focus is 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I don't know why I started counting for you, but golem.
Golem.
Please
Don't take
kill
my
gnome.
The golem uses one action to walk into the middle of the room, walking straight up to where Bubba and Karagor are just getting up out of their seats. It then uses another action to just kind of rotate several of its panels of the glass panels on its body until they're facing up at the candelabra in the ceiling. The light of it seems to reflect off it, and then the panels shift, and it just blasts brilliant light floods the room. I need will saves from everybody in the room.
Oh, wow. Everybody?
Yep.
He's attacking his own council members.
23.
Will.
33.
Fuck you.
No need, Ross! Sometimes we roll high and sometimes we roll low.
Out of 4. 18.
18. Okay, so the DC for that is 23.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yikes.
So, anyone who got over 23, completely unaffected.
Over 23 and...
23 and over,
Okay, good.
completely unaffected.
scared then.
That includes one of the deadly.
What about 22?
A 22
And an eye patch.
22 and an eye patch.
True, he has
That's a
one
fail, but with only one of your eyes. You are dazzled for one round. Bubba, what did you get?
33.
A 33. You are
well
absolutely
done.
fine. Mikey, what did you get?
I got 18.
An 18. That is a fail. So the two of you are dazzled for one round.
Can I just flip my eye patch up and use my other eye?
Oh, wow.
For one action, I'll let you do that.
Cool.
Okay. Turn. So you can switch eye
Fuck,
patch.
it came in useful! It came in useful.
I didn't know that.
3 years!
Yeah, man.
So it means dazzled means for one round all creatures are concealed to you, which means if you want to make an attack for one round, if you want to make an attack against them, you roll a d20 and you need to get a 5 or higher.
Wow, you guys,
otherwise it
I was
misses.
probably the worst person to fail this.
And it also dazzles some of the other people in the room. That was 2 actions, so that is its go. The next person to act is one of the guards. The guard climbs up onto the table. It is Sydney. Australia is not in here. No, fuck it. It's Sydney and Australia. Let's get these guys in. Let's keep these guys in the narrative.
Just added a guy.
Cindy the guard jumps up on the table to attack Folton. I don't know, 13 on the die. No, that's not going to hit you. That's only it's a miss. He comes swinging in, clangs off your armor.
Clang.
He's going to try with his third attack, his third action, and completely misses. He takes a stab at you, but it scooches off your armor at the moment. So they're both standing up on the. You're both on the table at the moment, fighting away at each other. Let's get a couple more rounds in before it. Karagor, One Fang, it's your go.
Karagor's like, fucking God, fuck Gorham's fucking sweaty shitty balls. Who's closest? The golem, the guards, or
The golem is closest. It walked right up to
I
you.
knew it. I knew I'd find the fucking vending machine again. So many other targets. I'd get the fucking vending machine.
A glass vending machine as well.
Karagor gets his hammers out. So, is it within a move action?
It's in melee with you already. Yeah,
Oh, great.
It moves
Well, that
right
means
up to you.
I don't have to. I can spend one action to flip up my eye patch, one action to hunt prey on it, and one action to attack it, please.
Yes, you can. Yep. So you quick draw the hammers. You go for it.
36.
36 critical hit.
Seriously? No, wait. My bad.
Okay.
26.
26.
Yes, because I only rolled an 11.
It's just a hit.
It's just a hit. That's okay.
What weapon are you using?
Floppy hammers. They're like mini flails. Oh shit! Oh, I count that as a roll. Well, 4, 7, 11, and the hunt prey damage. Oh, for fuck's sake! 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Okay, cool. But because you're using bludgeoning, all of it goes through. You crack into it and put a couple of cracks into the glass as you start hitting it with the hammers.
I see you, vending machine. You put in pain and you get out sunshine. And I still see you.
Do you want to give me a craft check to see if you know anything about it?
Okay.
Or an arcana check? Whichever you
Oh.
Oh!
I mean, we're having that.
Is that a natural
that's
20?
a natural 20.
Take it.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
It's in-
Natural 20.
That's a natural 20 on the thing. You know
It's a vending machine, isn't it, Dan?
You know a couple of things about it. It's a glass golem. What do you want to know about it? I'll tell you something about its special abilities, weaknesses, strengths, anything like that.
I already know one of its.
I already know it's not vulnerable to bludgeoning. It's just that's not it's not damage resistant to bludgeoning. So, is there any other weaknesses? I suppose. For a natural 20, do you want to just give me the stat block?
I can tell you what else it's weak to. It has
adamantium.
It has resistance 10 against everything except bludgeoning and adamantium.
Oh yeah.
We have been playing this game for 5 million years, and no, we have never come across adamantium in our travels at all. How are you ever meant to be prepared for it?
It's such a fucking waste of ink because everything is vulnerable to adamant. It would be so much easier rather than just putting on every stat block of being like vulnerable to adamant. Just be like, just under adamantium, just put nothing is invulnerable to it. That'd be so much quicker.
Resistant 10, does that mean you have to roll above?
No, it means it takes 10 points off every piece of physical damage that it takes, but not
against bludgeoning.
Not against bludgeoning damage.
So you can still hurt it with other damage, right?
But it takes off 10 of those points.
Yeah, if you roll 10 points of damage, you'll do nothing.
Sure. Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
It is also vulnerable to sonic damage.
Sonic? Boom.
Sonic damage, whereas it is immune to most spells because it's a golem.
Cool.
Bubba, if you've got any sound effects that might work better than your spells against this little landlord fella, okay?
Alright! I'm right next to you.
Did he say? He also said landlords as well, didn't he?
Oh yeah. There's probably a few coming. Is it? How's it going, Big Mike? Pretty much what you wanted. Good, is it? Good, great. Good, glad, excellent. Do you know what? MZ would have something to say about this. I'm pretty sure.
Flashes red again.
Bobs, do you want to take a go? Go for it. What we got?
Yeah, right. So he's gonna first up. He's gonna jump out the way. So he's gonna get out of like kind of hitting range.
Okay.
Of the golem, is that all right?
You move, bitch. Get out the way.
Move, bitch. Get out the way. Yeah. So he's out the way,
yep.
So he can't, get hurt by him. And then he's gonna cast Sound Burst.
Sound burst.
Yeah, and it's heightened as well. Ooh. Area 10-foot burst. It's a fortitude save. And you can get 310 of damage.
Tell me about. So it targets everything in a 10-foot burst.
A cacophonous noise blasts out, dealing 2d sonic 210 sonic damage. Each creature must attempt a fortitude save. Yes. Is there anyone else in that thing?
You can choose your targets, right? Tell me.
Yeah, I can choose my targets. Yeah, of course.
So, you can drop it behind him.
So right. Okay. Cool.
You can hit it on an area, so you don't have to hit Karagor.
Nice.
There's no one in the door.
Okay.
So you drop down there. It's going to go ahead and take takes what is it? A fortitude save?
Fortitude save, and it's against my spell DC, right?
It's a natural 20.
Oh, you're kidding me!
Critical success.
Critical success. The creature is unaffected.
Oh no!
The sound was Bubba singing Gollum to the tune of Jolene. But it didn't do anything, so that was worth it.
You start singing Jolene, it just seems to make the creature even angrier. The deadly games finally enter the game as the Goran stands up, turns round to Mikey, and draws a thin blade from somewhere inside its foliage and goes, "We have been watching you for some time, and we can't wait to get better acquainted." And that's where we'll leave it tonight.
Step one, guys. Step one.
Today's thrilling episode of the Danger Club is brought to you by the amazing, the legendary, the truly something or other. I completely run out of good words.
Well done, Dangerlings. Thanks very much.
We said that.
You're nailing this.
Steve Geddes.
So it's brought to you by our patrons, but especially our Dangerling of the Week, who is...
Oh, yes. Steve Geddes. Nailing this one.
Thanks, Steve.
It's a wonder we don't get you to do more of these, James.
I know. I'm so good. How can other people get on to being a patron?
Well, if you want to become a patron, if you want to get your name on the show, you go to patreon.com/Danger Club Podcast. You subscribe, you get all kinds of fun rewards, including having us balls up your name like this.
Yes.
Thanks, Steve.
It'd be really bad if James started that intro, but it was that episode that Velda died. Imagine if, because we don't know what happened in this particular episode because we're recording it now.
Steve Geddes!